As Gautama Buddha once wisely said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Have you ever felt the heat of anger boiling within, clouding your judgment and leading to regret? What if you could extinguish this flame forever? In this video, we will explore a profound Buddhist teaching that promises to transform your relationship with anger. The Buddha advised that when anger arises, we should recognize it, allow it to settle, and look deeply into its roots. Mindfulness is our shield. By being present and observing our emotions without attachment, we can see that anger is often rooted in a deeper pain or fear. It's a signal, not a state of being. The practice of loving kindness, Metta, is our soothing balm. We learn to replace ill will with compassion, understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles. So, the next time anger knocks on your door, greet it with mindfulness and compassion. Remember, in the calmness of the mind lies the key to serenity. Embrace these teachings and watch as the chains of anger dissolve. Subscribe to our channel for more wisdom and embark on this journey towards inner peace. 1. Understanding anger in Buddhism. In Buddhism, anger is not just an emotion, it's a signal of the mind's agitation and a symptom of deeper distress. It's likened to a raging fire that consumes our peace and clarity. When we're angry, we often lose control, saying and doing things that we later regret. The Buddha taught that anger can blind us, making us act impulsively and harm ourselves and others. The Buddhist texts describe anger as akusala, unwholesome, an affliction that arises from avidya, ignorance, and tanha, craving. It's a reaction to our unmet expectations and desires. When things don't go our way, we feel threatened, and anger becomes our misguided attempt to regain control. However, Buddhism offers a transformative view. It teaches us to see anger not as an intrinsic part of our identity, but as a passing storm. By observing anger mindfully, we can understand its impermanent nature. We learn to watch our anger without attachment, recognizing it as a product of our thoughts and perceptions, which are often distorted. The practice of vipassana, InsightMeditation, is crucial here. It helps us to dissect the components of anger, sensations, emotions, and thoughts, and to see them as they truly are, transient and not self. This insight fosters upekkha, equanimity, allowing us to remain balanced amidst life's ups and downs. By understanding anger through the lens of Buddhism, we cultivate a mind that is resilient, compassionate, and wise. We learn that letting go of anger is not just about personal peace, it's about creating a more harmonious world. 2. Buddhism's view on anger. In the serene teachings of Buddhism, anger is seen as a poison of the mind, a disruptive force that obscures our innate wisdom and compassion. The Buddha taught that anger arises from ignorance, avidya, and attachment, upadana, leading to a cycle of suffering, samsara. Anger, according to Buddhist philosophy, is a reaction to the clashing of expectations and reality. When our desires are not met, we often respond with frustration and aggression. This is where the concept of dukkha, suffering, intersects with our daily lives. Anger is a form of dukkha, a manifestation of our struggle against the impermanent nature of the world. The antidote to anger in Buddhism is the cultivation of prajna, wisdom, and karuna, compassion. Wisdom allows us to see the true nature of things, impermanent, unsatisfactory, and non-self. With this understanding, we can detach from the personal affronts that often trigger anger. Compassion extends our concern beyond ourselves to others. It teaches us to forgive and to understand that just like us, others are also subject to dukkha. This shared human experience becomes a bridge, connecting us with others in empathy rather than dividing us in anger. The practice of shila, ethical conduct, further guides us to refrain from actions that stem from anger. By adhering to the 5 precepts, including abstaining from harming living beings, we align our actions with our values, creating harmony within and around us. In essence, Buddhism teaches us to view anger not as an enemy, but as a teacher, a catalyst for growth and a reminder to return to mindfulness and compassion. 3. Mindfulness and anger management in Buddhism. In the tranquil realm of Buddhist practice, mindfulness is the cornerstone of managing anger. Mindfulness, or sati, is the art of being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's a state of open attentiveness to the present moment. When anger arises, mindfulness encourages us not to react impulsively, but to pause and observe. This pause is powerful. It gives us the space to recognize anger as a passing emotion, not a fixed part of our identity. We become observers, watching the rise and fall of anger, without getting swept away by its turbulent currents. The Buddha taught that everything is subject to change. This is the principle of anicca. By applying this understanding to our emotions, we see that anger is transient. It comes and goes, and if we don't cling to it, it loses its power over us. Mindfulness also involves understanding the triggers of anger. Often, it's not the external event itself, but our interpretation of it that ignites anger. By being mindful, we can challenge these interpretations and see the situation more clearly. The practice of anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing, is a practical tool in this endeavor. It helps us to anchor our awareness in the breath, a constant and calming presence amidst the storm of emotions. Through mindfulness, we learn to respond to life's challenges with a sense of peace and clarity. It's a path that leads us away from the reactive patterns of anger and towards a more compassionate and wise way of being. 4. Loving-kindness, Metta, as an antidote to anger. In the heart of Buddhist teachings lies the practice of metta, or loving-kindness, which serves as a profound antidote to anger. Metta is the cultivation of an unconditional, inclusive love, a love without barriers, a love that embraces all beings. When anger arises, it often stems from a sense of separation or a feeling of being wronged. Metta teaches us to dissolve these barriers by extending kindness and goodwill to all, even those who may have caused us harm. It's a practice that begins with oneself, for we cannot offer to others what we do not possess. The Buddha taught that we should cultivate metta by envisioning a friend, a neutral person, an adversary, and finally oneself, wishing each happiness, well-being, safety, and ease. This practice softens the heart and opens the mind, allowing us to respond to situations with empathy rather than hostility. By repeating phrases like, "May you be happy," "May you be healthy," "May you be safe," "May you live with ease," we recondition our minds to default to compassion. This shift is significant because it changes our automatic response to life's provocations from one of anger to one of understanding and care. Metta is not passive, it's an active engagement with the world. It challenges us to look beyond our immediate reactions and to see the interconnectedness of all life. In doing so, it transforms our perspective, enabling us to meet anger not with resistance, but with a compassionate embrace. Through the practice of metta, we not only alleviate our own suffering, but also contribute to a more peaceful and loving world. 5. Transformative approach to anger through Buddhism. Buddhism offers a transformative approach to anger, one that goes beyond mere suppression to foster a deep-seated change in our response to life's provocations. This approach is rooted in the understanding that anger, at its core, is a form of suffering that arises from ignorance and attachment. The transformation begins with sila, moral conduct, which sets the foundation for living a life in harmony with others. By adhering to ethical precepts, we avoid actions that would lead to anger and resentment, both in ourselves and in others. Next, the practice of samadhi, concentration, helps us to develop a focused and calm mind, one that can remain undisturbed by the waves of emotions. This mental stability is crucial for observing our anger without getting entangled in it. The pinnacle of this transformative journey is prajna, wisdom. Wisdom in Buddhism is the direct understanding of the true nature of reality. It allows us to see the impermanence of all things, including our emotions. With this insight, we realize that clinging to anger is futile, as it only leads to more suffering. This transformative approach is not a quick fix, but a lifelong practice. It involves continuous learning, reflection, and meditation. As we deepen our understanding and practice, we find that our instances of anger become less frequent and less intense. Over time, we may find that we are no longer perturbed by the things that once would have made us angry. By integrating these practices into our lives, we not only overcome anger, but also cultivate a profound inner peace that radiates outward, influencing all our interactions with the world. In conclusion, Buddhism teaches us that anger is a fleeting emotion, not an inherent trait. Through mindfulness and loving kindness, we learn to observe anger without attachment, understand its transient nature, and replace it with compassion. This wisdom not only quells the fires of anger within us, but also fosters a more peaceful and empathetic world. Embrace these practices, and you'll find that anger's grip loosens, leaving you with a serene heart and a clear mind. Discover the path to inner peace with Buddhism bliss. Click subscribe for enlightening content that will guide you through life's challenges with wisdom and serenity. Join our community and transform your life, one mindful step at a time.